What we've got, guys, we've got a lot. I love you. Oh, hey, guys. Sorry. didn't realize you guys were there. Tad embarrassed. No, I'm not. Hey, guys. Tori here, Tori Favreau, Geelong-Flipper, your Uncle Flip, live and direct from, got a tad of a headache. Oh, my God. Linda, jumping straight in with the super thanks. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate that. I really do. I mean that now I've got to. Now you're going to make me all like, hey. Thank you. Appreciate it. Cheers to you. Bulletproof, Black Eyed Joe's in the house. Everyone busy listing. I certainly hope so, mate. I certainly hope so. I hope that everyone's super well, that you've had a great weekend. I know that I've had a good weekend. Got a touch of the headaches, guys. Just a touch. Tad dehydrated. Can I have my little cup of tea? And tonight's savoury little treat. Did you get some too? Good. You know the malt biscuits, the TV snacks? I don't know. I saw them on special, and I don't drink them. Like, it's not like, hello, everyone, cheers, and welcome to television. Here I am eating my malt sticks. No. But so they're my little snackadoodles during this, and I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to spend some time with me. I'm super stoked to see you here. But yeah, a little bit of a headache. Cup of tea will fix that. And yeah, I'm a little bit behind on my listing today. I have done multiples. I can see you beautiful people. You're entering the room. 20 of you here. I do appreciate it, guys. If you're a new timer, please do subscribe to the channel. I talk about reselling. I speak about mental health issues, my own autism, and my books that I write. I've got 11 books on Amazon. You go from autism to 11 books. They're not about autism. They're horror. Some of them are horrible to read. Alrighty, so we've got pandas in the room. Flutterbys here looking after stuff with the spanner. Same with Mish. Thank you. Brit's in the house. Para, how you doing, Para? One day, you know what? One day, Para, I'm going to get a star next to your name, mate. Alrighty, Sunny's here. Alley Cat's here. Happy with that. Clint's in the house. Awesome. Yeah. What's up, lovely nerds? Yes, big time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nerdman. My name is Tori Favreau. Kimbo in the house. Happy to see you here, mate. Bloody hell. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know that Putty McPudpud's at least on Instagram, because that was Putty McPudpud just messaged me. I hope you guys are good in any case. Like I said, new people, please subscribe. I talk about all sorts of stuff. Love to build those numbers up. We're up to 72 channel members. I just checked before because I'm getting the new video ready. Send a little message out to you channel members today. Just big thanks and my appreciation. Hopefully you guys have all seen it. Everyone else, guys, I recorded a fairly long video today. It was a pick pack video, and also within it, I've done a couple of tutorial videos, just very quick how-to. I was getting a lot of questions about the Nerf pew-pews and how to pack them. So I thought, I'm doing pick pack, and I did sell a Halo Nerf for $169. So just within the video, like if you guys generally don't last the whole video because they are so long, some cool stuff happened after the hour. Some of the stuff I'm going to pluck out and put as their own. Like, I spent 9 minutes talking through promoted listings and what they mean and why you should do them, in my opinion. So that's in there, but I'm pulling that out of the main vid. So forgive me if you see a little bit of repetition in the next few videos, because in this longer video, there's 3 things and an important question. But I do want those things by themselves too, that people who don't have the attention span or want to listen for that long, that they at least get the information. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not helping, then I'm not helping. You know what I mean? So please do bear with me with that stuff. The video's long. I'm going to be repeating some stuff, but everyone learns differently. So that's why I'm doing it, to cater for that. All right, let's have a quick look here. Like I keep saying, guys, if you find Queensland shirts, send them to me. Panda says, I'm not a nerd. Nerds are cool. We are all nerds in this channel, mate. All right, let's see. Chadsy's in the house. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Uncle. I know that one. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Dr. Nick. Dr. Nick. Ash, how you doing, mate? Octo, how you doing? Swags is in. So, okay. Let's go to Para. Parrot. Thank you, Sonny. Parrot just asked, guys, if you don't mind commenting on that. By the way, guys, text chat is being saved. And look, a couple of you have reached out to me about a clown from the live last night. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I live in a house. I'm not going to put a bloody backdrop with an ocean, or whatever. I'm not. It's not me. I liked putting that background with the Care Bears at one time, but it was just because it was funny. Okay. So, yeah, don't stress about that. What was your name? Secondhand or something. He probably second-handed himself out, and Flutterby is here. Michelle's here, and they will smack down anyone who's naughty tonight. Specific instructions have been given. Okay, so what did I get up to today? Oh, wait. Paragirl said, anyone think the sales have been met these last few days? Mine have definitely been met. All right, so let's have a quick look, mate. I think today has been a little bit scheisser, to speak the Deutsch. Let me just double check for you. I don't think I've had any new ones roll through. And no, I have not. So this is the 90-day total at the moment. It feels like at the moment I may have clawed my way just up and past it, and I really need to grow those sales. So I don't stress come midnight that I'm going to be back down to 20 odd. I don't know what my day was like 90 days ago. So let's have a look here. Octo, yeah. Yes, I don't think you were in the room when it occurred, because I would want that tentacle to be slapping. All right. Linda's had, let's have a good one. Linda, that is good. Now, let's have a, okay, guys, I know we all talk, well, sorry, that's more the point. When we're in the YouTube chat, please do me a big favor, if you don't mind. People who don't know about this, what we do here, they may not know about the Facebook group. Guys, there's a Facebook group, Geelong-Flipper family. If you can, guys, and please just do whatever you want, because, but making generic comments about stuff that you've been talking about on Facebook, some people in the chat will feel ostracized simply because they don't have a clue what you're talking about. They may not be members, which may sound like bad luck, but we're trying to be inclusive. So maybe if you've had a good sale, don't say, hey, it's like the Care Bear, and then leave it at that. Explain it, that we understand and we can appreciate that you win, and celebrate it for you, if you know what I mean. If that's okay, please. All right. So let's have a look here. Lily Moon's in the house. Britt, you don't yeah, well, that's the point. Britt doesn't use Facebook, and people might go, oh, bad luck for that. I want Britt to know what we're talking about. So, all right, mate. So what we are talking about is sales and how we went. And Linda is doing quite well. Pepperoni cheese. Yes, mate, you're in the house. I'm really pleased about that. Okay, so just to give you the heads up on where I went today, it is, of course, going to be in the video. I packed 8 orders, I think. Did I? No. Keep telling me I've got 8 orders to pack, and I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I do. I did have 8. I packed them today. You'll see it on the vid. All right, legends. Let's have a look. So basically, look, the benefit of the Facebook group is we can have longer form conversations and get to know each other better. But I do think, yeah, for people who don't have Facey, and I respect it if you don't, it's good to have longer form chat here. And this is why we can chat to each other. Flutterby, that is incredible. I did get your message about it. If I do get it somewhere, I will, it'll be in one of the tubs up above. I might have one of those. I've got a weird feeling. I think I've got one of those, but $500, I can't get over how expensive that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle plush is. Minion J went for a walk. Did Minion J record the walk this time around? I certainly hope so. I enjoyed the previous one. All right, let's have a look here. If we're talking Flutterby Mel, Mel is here. If we're talking about Mel S, I don't know. Yeah, I know Flutterby, but you know how I would literally have to dig through 100 tubs, and I'm doing my best to dig through a couple a week. All right, guys. So just to give you an idea, getting back to the sales, it sounds like we've had some of you guys have had some good ones. So to give you a quick recap, which will be on video, but I sold a a pair of Diana Ferrari boots. I paid $5. I got $55. I think these are roughly. I sold a cassette tape that I got for free for $22. I sold a one-piece hat. I was stoked on it. It's worth a lot. It's a one-piece Sanji snapback cap. When I comped them, they were over 200. I listed at 199. They did not move. I listed at 149. I paid $2 for the darn thing. I was on video at a Vinnie's when I picked it up. I paid $2. Someone made an offer at $105. I took the money. Guys. I wasn't going to hold out. I've had it for ages, and $2 into 100 is well worth thinking about. So sometimes just don't hold on to stuff. I got a really old, 1984. To me, that's not old. It's just my childhood. But a Sesame Street Ernie plush. I paid $2 for it. I sold it for $30. I sold the Habit shoes that I told you guys about on the live. And then basically I sold them for $160. I wanted $240. I took an offer. Then I sold the Halo Nerf Pew Pew, paid $5, got $162.89. I sold a Blu-ray. I paid $1 for it. I sold it for $9.60. Sold a Gazman jumper. I paid $4 and I got $20. All of those are plus post. So they're the sales. I had 8 of them. I'm happy with them. eBay still to pay me out for them, but they totaled $516.52. That's including the postage money, of course. Don't say that, Joe. Oh no! What is it? 50% off. We might have to do a savers run Tuesday because they're saying 50% off. There's a savers. Everything. I think it's 50. Is it, Joe? Is it 50% off everything? I've got Ali's attention. If it's clothing, we may go back into our shells. Twin Cross, what's going on? Oh, Joe, don't believe anything you hear here. I'm a YouTuber, mate. We crap on all the time. Savers sale Tuesday. What's the date on Tuesday? 26th, 27th. 27th May. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, John Dory. Let's have a look. Savers Australia, attention, bargain hunters. It's clothing. Not interested. Next. Hey, Carol. Go Kaz, of course, but I want to say thank you. I saw you signed up. I appreciate it. I'm getting the credits ready. Your name will be on the next pre-recorded. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Fairy cakes. Let's have a look here. Yeah, next. Always clothing, I think, Kimbo, because they know that I've got tons of clothing. Hey, wait. Can you see in the background behind me? There's like an orange, like a basket that I probably borrowed from a Savers. I'll take it back one day. Behind that is an easel. I'm starting to put together a little clothing photography station. Forrest, how you doing? You know what? I must admit, though, I do like the fact that when there's real names on there too, celebrate your name. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, once again, please explain what that sale is. Forrest Fines, you are so beautiful to me. Sorry, everyone. Forrest, I love you. Just don't go changing. I don't know the next line, so I'll have to make up the damn words. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Look, when I speak, it's as though lightning and thunder are hitting the ground at the same time. If I say explain, explain. Wow. All right. So well done. Well done, guys. That is awesome. It sounds like you've had some killer wins, and that's what we want. That's what the bloody group is about. Celebrating everyone's wins. I am so keen for you guys to be doing so exceptionally well. So any wins, post them. This is a jealousy-free zone, if that's the right word for it. If you guys have had great wins, I want to know. If you're not doing great, I want to know. Everyone wants to know so we can reach out and help. So there may be some things that we need to be doing for each other to help maximize sales. And Josh, the comment that you left on your channel, I just want to publicly say thank you so very much, mate. It meant a lot to me that you did it, and the wording was beautiful. So thank you, and I really, really do appreciate that. So it touched me, and I am appreciative. So thank you so very much. Okay, let's have a look here. So this is the thing. Yeah, look, I am keen to do that, Forrest, and I am keen to do that, Forrest. I need someone who's a bit more technically proficient than me to show me how to do it. I don't know how, but it might be nice to have people on and alive. I don't know how to do it. I'm assuming I could probably even somehow, I don't know. Let's have a look. No, I don't know. I was about to say, I'm sure I can just click on a name and I can make them into a co-host. Oh God, I can do share screen as well. I'll learn how to do that one time to get it done properly. Octo, thank you for that. I've only ever in the past, when I had a Lego channel, I only ever used Zoom, and I recorded the Zooms, but they weren't very good quality. All right, so I'm guessing, Octo, you're probably the first one I'm going to be doing one of these with. So you just simply tell me what app, and please make it the easiest one for me to learn. I'm on Mac, so it has to work with Mac. Yeah. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? Let's have a look here. Maurice, yes, they are. And welcome back, mate. If you're not a hugger, that's fine. I'm a hugger, but now I know that you won't want a hug. But it's over the bloody internet until I come up to Canberra. Rockabilly Festival on in Coolangatta. Oh my God. That Coolangatta does rock, but did you see the videos I did of the Coolangatta Oppos? They're crap. The lifeline looks as though someone in there's been sniffing glue. Then you've got the oh yeah. Yeah, what was the other one? There was a Red Cross. Red Crosses, I get it, because when I went further up Queensland, because I'm an honorary Queenslander, I did notice that they were very boutiquey, whereas down here in Victoria, they're I can't be kind. They always seem to be, I don't know, messy. And I don't mean any disrespect, because I do think, I don't know if they've got paid staff, but they always just, I don't know, they seem to be the poor cousin. The tweed, yeah, mate. Jump back to last September, and you'll see me hit the tweed heads oppos. I love tweed heads. I do. I stayed in a caravan park there for 2 days, and we up shop, went to the movies. I fell asleep during that second Beetlejuice movie because it wasn't very good. Went down to the beach, and I love the first Beetlejuice. Went to the down to the beach, and I think we'd had lunch, and yeah, so there you go. Forgive me, Forrest. Yes, I will. Ali and I were literally talking about doing a other side of Melbourne Savers run. So let's have a quick look here. Here. I've got to find out where it is, though. Okay, we'll go directions from Geelong. It's an hour, 30-minute drive through the thick of Melbourne, or I catch the ferry over, but I think it's $100 to get the ferry over. Okay, yes, we do intend on doing that. Beck, I wasn't hitting the pubs, mate. We were just staying in a camper van, so we take some bevies back to the camper van. Um, yeah, I know. Look, I've seen in a couple of videos that I think I saw in Johnny's, got to find them all. He went um to 8 savers. And Johnny, I don't know if you're a viewer, but I'm still going to look at the camera directly. Change the frame rate on your GoPro when you go into places with the fluorescent lights, because it's like and it doesn't need to be. If you change the frame rate on the GoPro, it'll be nice and smooth. I had that problem with the iPhone, but I fixed the frame rate on it. Oh my God, fairy cakes! It's a long way to Tipperary. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Paris says sellers are getting worse and worse. They want $18 for one Enid Blyton book, like the little ones. I don't know. My belly rumbles all the time. Ever since I had the gastric surgery done, it grumbles and groans most of the time. So it is a hemisphere and environment all to itself. And what did we say? What's it called? The bacteria in your tummy are all very happy. Thank you very much. So yeah, you will hear my guts groaning. Sometimes when I'm filming, it's so embarrassing. I'm literally like, well, you guys hear me in the offsite, but I'm talking about when I'm in the oppos. If it's a quiet up, yeah, there we go. It just happened then. When I'm in the oppos, it's so noisy. I'm like, sounds like I'm thrifting with someone else talking to me. Buy everything, you dickhead. Wow. So yes, I we do plan on heading down that way. This is going to sound silly. I don't want to have a situation where I'm driving for a long distance only to already be beaten by someone else and have it shopped out. It's a long way for us to travel, and it costs a lot for us to drive a distance like that. So I'm really hoping that, like, if I'm doing a run, that there's still stuff there, because it's a long way to go, but we are thinking of going over to the other side. But whether or not we announce it, I don't know. Anyone who does want to thrift, reach out to me on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I will go a bit further afield, obviously for content, but also at the end of the day, I think it's important to note that for a lot of us, it's how we make our full-time income. So to go to an empty oppo, it's bloody. Did you hear that? That was a good one. It's bloody terrible. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's see here. I do want to make my way to those, because typically I will go to Mal, your monitoring, and I do want to go over to the other side. So we have typically I will hit up. Well, you guys see it, the Burnside. I love the Burnside savers. Brunswick is not so good, I don't believe, but it's like any op shop, guys. There are times that you go out there and there's great stuff. Other times it's empty, but I typically find that the Brunswick one isn't rocking on nicely for me. So I would love to go over the other side. We'll go to Frankston and see what's going on down that way, and it will be in the near future. So I am looking forward to doing all that, and I'll put a little note out there that if people want to catch up and meet up, I would love to do so. I always love meeting you guys, and it's an absolute privilege when I do get the opportunity to do so. So Forrest, please, I'll hit you up and I'll let you know when it's happening, and I'll give myself 5 minutes ahead of you in the oppo, and then we'll go through it. We'll go through it together. Fairy cakes, I am keen on doing that. Now, the thing is, wow, Play super chat, super chats, soup chats. Okay, so I am considering like doing stuff like that, like doing a further drive afield. And it may have to be when I'm sort of a bit more on top of things and that I'm generating just a little bit more income than what I am at the moment, because you guys know my figures. My cost of goods and stuff like that isn't very expensive. I don't tend to buy super expensive stuff at the op shops. So the profit is okay, but yeah, once I'm doing a little bit better again, then I might go further afield and we stay out overnight and go further. Just it's a lot of driving. Trish, have you got? I can't recall. Have you got a Care Bear or something that we can sonically give good reseller vibes? Do 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 do. So yeah, let's have a look here. Peachy says, was at Karam the other day and heard people say how better Nari was for items and pricing, higher socio-economic area, so better items. Peachy, thanks for joining the chat, mate. Look, I do find stuff like that it's a pretty good call, I think. And what do you guys reckon? Do you think that sometimes if there's a little bit, let's put it the way it is, cashed up areas, that you're going to get better stuff? I also, here's an interesting thing for you guys to consider too, though. I do get good stuff out at Burnside, and apparently I'm not a Melbourne person, but my understanding is that that's a slightly lower socio-economic area. But I always tend to find neat stuff. But the other thing that I heard, and I don't know if it's true, is that savers, to keep people interested, apparently do source their stock from other oppos and get good stuff in. So what are your thoughts on that? I don't know the answer. That would be an interesting one, though, for us to consider. I would like to go to some of the more cashed up areas in Melbourne, to the little Vinnies and stuff like that, where the donations are direct, and have a little bit of a plow through. But unfortunately, too, you often find their prices are a bit more expensive because they're assuming that their rich and affluent locals are coming in to shop. Okay, let's have a look here. Bits and pieces all going here. No Care Bears in far north Queensland, Trish. Well, you know what? You have a look through my store. Make me a fair offer, and I'll hook you up. I'll send one up to you. Yeah, Clint is in Mackay. I had the pleasure of meeting Clint in Mackay. Absolute gentleman, and absolute pleasure to meet you. We had so much fun. That's actually a video I shot. I just haven't put it up yet. In far north Queens, the Care Bears can go anywhere, mate. Mish, do not make assumptions. All right. Seriously, let's have a bit of a look-see here. Excuse me as I go past my childish toys. Come here, War Vet. Come here. I need you to speak on something. So this is the War Vet, the one I saved, and here we go. So basically, do you think it's too hot in far north Queensland?
Hi, I'm ShareBear.
Yeah, great.
Terrific.
See, we did get there eventually. The War Vet thinks that far north Queensland is a good place to be, and I fell in love with the temperature and everything from, I'd say, from Townsville through to Cairns. Cairns was crazy. We smashed 6 op shops in 1 hour purely to run around and quickly get footage, which I still haven't released. Wow. Peachy, come on. Self-promo, huh? Alrighty. Is Jazz in the chat? Oh, Maurice, that's cute. If Jazz is in the chat, it'll say Jazz. Jazz isn't here, I don't think, unless she's lurking and not talking. So today I've been finishing off the Matchbox cars. I don't know. I've made a good dent, and I do think that that will be a good thing to finally get through them. I probably did about 50 of them. 50 plus shipping. I don't know. Go on the shop and make an offer. Let's have a look here. Tree fitty. Yeah, look, I don't know about that, Brit. A lot of them aren't there. So it is it's a bit of a tough one. They're not all over the place. Let's have a look. Alrighty, 1.5 hours from Cairns. Okay, gotcha. Maurice, let's have a look. Basically, I am of the opinion the biggest flip I have done is I bought a $7, 2 toys for $7, and I flipped them for 2,200. But stuff like that doesn't happen a lot. I'm grateful for anything, mate. I'm grateful if I spend $1 and I manage to get 13, 14 bucks. It's better if it's more, obviously, but at the end of the day, it is just depending on what you want to sell and how you go about it, and if you're checking stuff to see if it's worthwhile. Hadzi, great question. Okay, so basically, when you are posting your listing, all you simply need to do, mate, is record a video of the product. Make sure it's under a minute, and that will become the second video, the second item on your listing. And I think it gets, I don't know if it's AI that checks it. It gets checked, and as long as it's okay, then it will be on the listing for you. So easy way to do it, mate. You just upload it with the rest of your photos, and eBay takes care of all the rest. Did you hear that? That was a good one. Linda, that's incredible. And I'm so pleased for you. That's crazy. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's a bit of a fun one, isn't it? So let's have a look here. Okay, Flutterby. Yes, thank you. And I'm more than happy to do that at the end of the video, guys. We can dedicate a bit of time. If you've got Instagrams or stores or anything you want to promote, save them for the end of the video, and then they'll be here. They'll be recorded. They'll be on the video, and you can chuck them out as much as you like there. I want everyone to be able to communicate effectively with each other, and I do want you to promote yourselves too and what you're trying to do, but save it toward the end of the video so as it doesn't get in the way of general conversation. Let's have a look here. $50 for a share bear. Wow. So yeah, I did the Matchbox cars today. That was fun. But no, sales today itself have been slow. Yesterday was cranking. I felt it was a healthy day for sales. A bit of a slow Sunday for me. I did have one of my offers. One of my offers expired, and I'm waiting for it to sort of kick over. Then I'll start it over again just to clear out some of the books. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I've just got a lot of them. So that would be a cool thing to do. Octo flipped over once in bed, and that was a big flip. What the heck? Alrighty. So. All right, what have we got down there next? Flippin' heck. One. Hey, Linda, you didn't say what the book was, though. Linda flipped a $1 book for 2,500. I'll give you guys, especially you guys who are fairly new to doing this sort of thing. As you know, I do love my books. I'm not an expert, but I am knowledgeable about them. And so I sort of keep on top of that stuff. If you're looking for books, look for vintage horror, vintage sci-fi, vintage Western, and also keep an eye out for an author called Richard Bachman, Bachman. And the book that you need to look for is called Rage. Okay. For those of you who, most people do know this now, but it's still interesting. Richard Bachman is Stephen King's pen name. And yeah, so basically that is just one of the things that you do need. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the chat. Richard Bachman's is Stephen King's pen name. He wrote a book called Rage, and then he said, I'm not going to publish that anymore. And the prices go through the roof. People don't realize it's Stephen King, so it just gets put out for $2 or whatever. If you're lucky, it's a Grail book. It's worth thousands of dollars. All righty. There we go. All right. So Let's have a look here. I actually found something interesting. Like you guys know, I enjoy listing the Matchbox cars, but I like it even more. See if I can quickly find one for you. If I can find it now, because I put them in bags and bags. I was really pleased to find this one, and so it's a Pontiac Firebird from 1977. This one's a little bit beat up, but not terrible. And it's one of the old models. I used to do it like, to look under the hood kind of thing. Sorry, I know it's not focusing well, but yeah, basically that one there. I've seen multiple sold comps, but looking at about between $70 to $90 for this one car alone. So when you're at the op shop, just have a look and make sure you're doing your research, and you may pick up some good ones. On average, though, I would just say as long as they're under $1, they're a fairly safe pickup. You can always bundle them if they're not, if you think, oh, that's not worth it to me, you can always bundle them. Okay. Let's have a look here. All right. There we go. Great sale about the same time in a first edition James Bond book. I actually picked up a Ian Fleming box set a while ago. I think it had 12 or 13 books in it. I managed to pick it up, believe it or not, at a churchy for about $5, and I think at the time it went for 130. So that is absolutely something that you should be looking out for. It was a Penguin box set. And it did sell fairly quick. Another one you may have seen is what was it called again? The Doctor Who books. I sold a bulk lot of those for $360, and I was really stoked on that too. They were done by, I think, Sphere or Circle publishers. But yeah, the covers were super cool, and they were just a continuation of the adventures of Doctor Who. But I think they were all written not based on the episodes. They were their own adventures, and there's heaps of them. So if you ever see those ones, though, they can go really well in a bundle. They can go well singly as well. If you look for old 1960s Doc Savage, that is certainly something to consider also. Octo, a while ago you were talking about a group of books that you had received, and I can't recall. I can't recall if there was ever follow-up on whether or not you flipped them or whether you ended up getting, like, I remember that they were good books, though, that you got. But I don't recall if there was a follow-up or catch-up on those ones. All right. Let's have a quick look here, see what's going on. I'm just going to quickly get some drafts done while you guys are having a quick chat. Okay, it was Carter Brown. Thank you, mate. I wasn't too sure. I couldn't remember the title. All I knew was at the time it said that they were decent. And I guess, though, at the same time, it's like if it's a bit of a pain for you to be dealing with them, and your other businesses are doing well, it's like, why hold on to them either? So I absolutely get that. Trisha, I would most certainly be looking at uh, researching those books if you've got sci-fi. The sci-fi does well. Typically, I pick them up for between $1 to $2, and then as a rule, they will go for, and it may not sound like a lot, but they'll go for between $20 to $50. So it's nothing to sniff at. The money is certainly there. And that's the same as some of the old Westerns, Blazing Trails and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely well worth getting into and checking out. Let's have a look here. So basically, Trisha, with the bundles, I think that is more your own discretion, mate. It's a good question, but not like a lot of people argue for bundles, and I honestly I never used to do it. I now see the benefit. So I am a convert, but basically your guideline for a bundle should simply be, say if a single book only got you $4, $5, gut rumble, then you would be looking at basically, if you bundle them up and you make it $60, but you're still making money, you know what I mean? It's not per book, you're not making as much money, but as a group, you're making it. Then you would bundle it up. Sorry if that wasn't a very good description of bundling, but that's what you do. If you've got a whole heap of things that you're getting a low return on, bundle them. That way you get a high return on the one package. You know it didn't cost you much, and that will be a good way for you to make some cash and get rid of that stock. Yeah, Linda, I do think that that would be absolutely, like, if you guys do have a look through the shop and do see that sort of thing, I really do think that get them out of the bricks and mortar and consider putting them online, or let them live in both places. Like, you could get a little peel off sticker on the back that you get the books, you list them, and then if they sell in the bricks and mortar, if they've got the sticker on the back, just a colored dot or whatever, then you can take them off your eBay store, write down what the title is, and remove them. So something to consider, that your bricks and mortar can be a de facto storeroom for your eBay stock, but it can sell in the shop too. You'll probably be able to ask more on the eBay store, though, than you would be able to in the bricks and mortar, unless you're in a little boutique area where you can get away with slightly inflated prices. There's a really cute little bookshop in Queenscliff, and we buy books from there occasionally, but they are a little bit more expensive than the big chains because they're a private bookshop. So play around with that, see what your market is like. I'm sure you do know your local area, but yeah, do try. If you've got some bangers there, maybe pop them up on eBay. And some people list in more than one marketplace. Yours could be the shop and on eBay. Swags, here is the deal with that one. Octo is right on that, so he's beaten me to the punch. Are you dictating, mate? You're coming out really quickly with stuff there. And the stickers are a good idea, I think. That way it does let you do bits and pieces there. That's partly from what Joe said. I'm so distracted by the chat this evening. A little bit of drama. But buying stuff. Look, let me just quickly jump through the chat again. I do apologize. Okay, so the areas. Okay, so Linda, bricks and mortar shop, sci-fi Western. At the end of the live, if you want to promote that, go right ahead. Let's see here. Yeah, so okay, Octo's right about. Well, let's just appease him. Octo's right about everything, but no, he's certainly right about the D&D and the Warhammer books. I bought Warhammer books before. They can go for obscene money if you've got the right one. I've got a couple of Warhammer books that are just very vanilla, and they have not gone well at all. I always thought, oh, Warhammer, let's do this. I might in future. Put, now that we're getting more people into the live, there's this thing I can do. Apparently it's a setting where I can actually slow the chat down, the text chat, which will give us all time to read. Treasure Hunting Boomer, how you doing, mate? Thank you for being in here. Warhammer is great. Paid $1 for a novel, sold for $115 on eBay. So yeah, absolutely. I do agree, and it was one of those more. I can't remember what I sold the Warhammer book for. It was quite some time ago now. Yeah, Darren, I know. It's a risk I take. Hopefully Minion J can rein him in somewhat. Let's have a quick look at what else is here. The chat is moving fast. It's awesome. Linda, I do agree. Some of those books, it doesn't matter. I sold this paperback book about Elvis. It was old. It was weird. It was about his relationship with the church. Something about Elvis and God. And excuse me, an Elvis collector bought it off me, and she was actually really sweet about it. I paid $1 for the book. She paid $150 to get it off me, and later on, she actually contacted me sometime later and said, "Hey, I got this Elvis book off you," and one, I wanted to say thank you, but two, it's missing like 20 pages. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, send it back to me. I will refund you. She goes, no, I want it. I still want the book. But it was frustrating because I was really enjoying it. And then I had to guess what happened in the 20 missing pages. And it was like the amount of pages that were missing compared to the size of the book, it hadn't even put anything weird in the spine that would have let me know there were any issues. So I was very grateful that she was a fantastic customer. But at the same time, part of me thought to myself, oh my goodness, I felt terrible. Because, when you're charging a premium, it's you want it to be perfect for them. Okay. Recently also I sold a book about Prince. Once again, I think I got it for $4 and that went for 60. So don't overlook your old paperbacks. That's a little bit of advice there. And because you guys are having so much fun chatting amongst yourself, I'm just quickly making sure that on these listings that I'm about to put up, that the word diecast is in there. Okay, and just like that, it was like, oh, the chat's going really well tonight, and now everyone stopped chatting. Oh, the pressure. Especially when I'm not even focused on it totally because I've still got to get some work done. Got to get this done. Got to get the new video uploaded and edited, which is not too hard because, I don't really edit much. I just simply push stop on the recording when I know I've got to add something in, or if I want to change something up a little bit. All right, might help if I actually just copy and paste that. That'll be easier. And for stuff like this, if you're making multiple changes, guys, I do reckon that the bulk listing tool is good for that, because I'm just in there now and I'm just very quickly going through and making some little changes. So we'll get these cars up and running soon. No pun intended. Better not just leave the word die on there because that wouldn't be nice. But yeah, little things I do think that people can have a crack at. Let's see. So the crowd goes quiet, and all of a sudden we see in the middle of the chat, me Putty McPut, flattered by me Mally, me Tory. Okay, let's see here. You're quiet because you're thinking about work tomorrow, mate. I don't know. I don't know what to say because that's always such a tough one. If you're not loving what you're doing, somehow find a way free of it. But you've got a family too, so I get that, and you've got to make sure that you're in a position to do it, because it's not easy. I love this, and I love it as a job. I don't always love some of the stress that might come with it if you have a bad spell, but I do love it, and I wouldn't change it. As I said in a video a while ago, my only real regret about reselling is that I wasn't doing it years ago, that I didn't start years ago. Let's have a there we go. Okay, so Michelle asked an interesting question. Has anyone bought pallets of stock? She'd love to, but work out of home, the family may not appreciate it. Could you work the pallet out of the garage into your listing room or wherever? I am keen on trying to do some sourcing like that. I don't know if I want to necessarily buy clothing. You get mixed reports. I mean, my friend Jada from Diary of a Flipper did a video recently where he was saying that he'd recommended a bulk source and they had not done the right thing by future customers. There's all those fears. But yeah, it is. It sounds like a lot of work, and particularly unless you know that you're getting bangers. I think it is an interesting thing because, like, our friends in the YouTube space, two Aussie thrifters, they've got a business called I think it's Stockbox. I haven't used it, but I saw a video and there was a bit of a mix. I don't know. It was a Ballarat-based YouTuber, and I cannot remember the channel. It wasn't Jada. But this guy bought a whole heap of clothes and it was a mishmash. But I think he'd bought the entry level, so he wasn't getting premium brands. And I think it's great that they're doing it, and I think people in remote areas might really benefit from it. But it is also tough if you open up a box of stuff, and then if you buy it, say from your local op shop or whatever, and you find it's basically their rag out. That name does ring a bell to me, Octo Blake. Yes, I don't know what his channel name is, but he seems like a nice person. I think I've watched 2 videos. I don't know if he's even recording anymore, to be honest. Lifestyle reseller. Okay, God, you're switched on with that stuff. I can't remember. I'm always looking for new people to watch because I want to learn more stuff. But yeah, it is. I just read what Darren wrote. It is a tough one, isn't it? It's a lot of trust to actually buy a pallet off someone, and you see all the horror stories where they're just pulling out rubbish. But you pay for what you get too. Like there's a lot of these places have got different tiers. So that part is sort of interesting to find out and see what's going on. Okay. All right. I missed 3 drafts then, so I'll get them up. Just making sure that I'm getting my listings up and out. And they are done. They're just Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars that I did today. So, but those are now done. I feel a little bit better for having done it. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, okay. So let's quickly dive into that. I'm watching a few things here that you guys are writing. I wish I'd had actually slowed the chat down. I don't know if I can now. However, 53 of you in the room. I'm super grateful. We've got 7 minutes left of the stream. Okay, so thoughts here. You get Michelle gets her fix from watching Mel from Back from Burnout and her books. That low-key stressed me out. I felt like she was stuck with a lot of stuff that wasn't to her liking, but maybe because it was cheap, she thought, oh, well, I'll take the risk. I'm glad it looks as though she's gotten rid of it. Para, this gets asked a lot. Do people list a quantity per day or a dollar value per day? I do a dollar value, so I try to list a minimum of $500 a day. Some people do, I want to list 50 things a day. But for me, the dollar value works, and it stops me from stressing out because I do build a draft bank. And then it's like, well, if they were difficult things to list, I'd be stressing out about it too much. So it feels a lot better knowing that I've hit the dollar limit, and then I can continue for the next day because I try to buy myself the 2 days off, which means tomorrow I need to put the pedal to the metal. Tomorrow I need to list in my draft bank $1,500 worth of stock minimum to buy myself a Tuesday, Wednesday day off. Okay, so I'm having to go back a little bit. The chat is moving super fast, so forgive me. I always think I can read quickly, but all you guys are writing stuff, which I love. Percentage of stock I have in my place unlisted. Fairy cakes, you've seen my offsite. All right, let's have a look here. What else is going on too? Octo suggests not looking into pallets or reseller lots. I struggle with two things here, sort of. I think sometimes I wonder to myself, with the resellers getting lots in that they're then moving on. I don't know the right way to say it because I don't want to be offensive, and I don't mean to be offensive at all. I admire it, but I think different people hit different parts of their lives or their careers where they go, that's not for me. And then they start making up the boxes to give to people who may be earlier on in the piece and not have a lot of money that they can buy affordable stock. In an ideal world, that's what you'll get. You'll get clean, serviceable clothing that you can sell. But at the same time, if they're getting that stuff in and it's not so good, it's also because it's not good enough for them to list. Or they're trying to move into wholesale. If you watch an American channel, most of you will know it, Tekken Sports. I believe that he makes pallets and bundles and stuff like that for resellers. And I don't know how the operation works because you never see an end user getting a pallet. But I do admire and I enjoy the content. So it's a bit of a weird one. That's actually good advice there from Flutterby, going back and adjusting prices on your 10 oldest listings. I think that's better than what I was trying to do, where I was ending and relisting. It caused a lot of problems for me, and I ended up misplacing a lot of stock. My phone just went off somewhere then. I don't even know where it is. Don't know where my phone is. I just heard it go. Bzz. All right. Bad luck for me, I'm guessing. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's see here. 25% of unlisted is amazing. Well done. I am trying at the moment when I go up and do those big savers runs, because I've got such a death pile. The only thing I can really say in my favor as an excuse is when I go up there, I do make sure that that stuff is listed within 2 days of buying it. So I'm not, and I'm also making sure that the stuff I'm buying up there, with the exception of the Care Bears, because I will buy them regardless, because it's fun and it's fun for the viewers, but it's fun for me too. Can't believe the little army I've got here. It's so amazing. I do check to make sure there's X amount of profit. I never really used to do that too much. It's got to make, like, I used to say $20. I've upped that to about $30 worth of profit now, not counting eBay fees. But yeah, it's just a bit of a tough one. I try to do that within 2 days. I love Linda's excuse. Linda goes, I'm saving mine for my retirement. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. That's brilliant. 2 Aussie thrifters in the house. How you doing, guys? We're just talking about reseller stock boxes, and I did mention stock box and talking about pros and cons of buying in bulk. So welcome. You guys know there's nothing but love. We were keen to know things about, like, where you're going when you've got that sort of, and this may even be a video. I think you guys are going up to Queensland soon, but yeah, we're curious about it. It's like, when did you, if you've got time, when did you hit a point that you were ready to do wholesale? And how did you make the decision to jump to doing the boxes and having the different levels? And how much pressure and stress is it on making sure that those boxes contain decent stuff? I can't even imagine what that would be like, that level. I hope you get assistance with it, not on camera, but to be sorting that much stuff, Brad, when I see you looking at it, and I know you know your stuff, but I'd be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? So I do think that this is something that it's beyond my ken, certainly, and I don't think it's something I'd ever want to move to, but I am older too, and I don't necessarily want to be empire building as such. I just want to be super comfy. But yeah, so they're all the questions. That's some of the stuff that was going on in the chat. So definitely welcome, guys. And if you can't, I mean, that's a lot of questions. So you don't have to shed any light whatsoever. It's none of my bloody business. But we're all talking about stock boxes. So it was interesting. All righty. But yeah, I know Jazz sometimes hops on with her own log on, so I don't know if we've got Brad or who we got, or we got you both. Maurice, I've got no idea about that. And just to guys in this channel in particular, you can offer advice if you like, but I am not going to in that respect because Maurice is asking for financial advice, and I'm not an accountant. I'm not a bookkeeper. I don't have any idea. Yeah, thanks, Brad. And g'day, mate. I'm normally chatting to Jazz, so I appreciate you stopping past. And I do mean that. And I'm an unabashed fan. Brad says, Brad here. Yep, fair enough. Got to assess the options. That's for sure. We've got a lot of options available to us, and we weren't using the stock below 50 average sale price. And yeah, look, that makes sense to me too. Different businesses hit different points where some stock doesn't make sense to them anymore. I appreciate that. And the stuff that you guys pick up anyhow, I'm like, oh my God. I feel lucky sometimes when I fluke it and pick up some good shoe brands. I have been rocking the shoes lately. I've been doing okay with the ladies' shoes. So yeah, it's a whole new ball game, a whole new level. I just love watching you do it. All right. And Brad, in the meantime, I bought this Matchbox car for 20 cents. I think I'll be able to get $14 for it. We all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. Now, I was going to say to you guys too, just keep an eye out for the little unexpected things. We all start this journey at different points in our lives, but there is no reason why you can't make good money selling the little stuff either. It's all about having time and how you want to spend your time. So that is just something to be aware of there. For some people, they're like, I've only got $10. Well, you might be able to buy 100 cars. I always do over the longer term. Even though I spend hundreds on them, getting the 4,000, I've clearly now well and truly made all my money back, and I've still got thousands left. But it's a nice little turnover. And for me, the inner child gets a lot of pleasure out of listing toys, and even if they're not high value. Yeah, no, I do get that. Money is money is money is money. Guys, I'm going to, I gave a little warning before, but we've gone over. So I am going to play very fair here. We'll run for 5 more minutes. And in that 5 minutes, please feel free to pop your YouTube channels, your eBay stores, your Instagram. Feel free to self-promote as much as you like. Don't forget that these chats are all saved. They will be on replay. So anyone watching it will be able to see what you're typing. Once I hit end, that is it. You can't retract your comments. But it will be there forever as a form of self-promotion for yourself. So my eBay store is Geelong-Flipper. Obviously, you're on the right channel, Geelong-Flipper. Geelong-Flipper on TikTok, Geelong-Flipper on Instagram, and Tori Favreau on Amazon. I would love it if you guys were reading my books. You can read them for free on Kindle Unlimited. But yeah, please support an Aussie author. All right, guys. Have a bit of a crack at it. Write down your eBay stores now. Self-promote yourself, and I'll eat a malt stick. That's right. I'll eat a malt stick. Okay, so let's see here. Michelle says good night. Good night, Michelle. Linda says our bookshop is Orpheus Books in Inverell. eBay store is Odyssey Finds. Octo promotes 2 Aussie thrifters. Puddy McPud speaks to me in Croatian because she knows I speak a bit for a speaking cat. Like a noch to yourself. Borg. And let's just see here. Octo just promoted me again, saying it was him. Go to Disgruntled Octopus. I'll promote you, Josh. Go to Disgruntled Octopus on YouTube. Let's see here. Who else have we got? ABC XYZ Toys for. I'm gonna say this right. Is it Ariane? It's a pretty name, at least the way it's spelt. I'm probably butchering it. Okie dokie. Let's see here what else we've got. Oh, wear the shirt on Wednesday. See, I love being a. I love being an honorary Queenslander that doesn't know when the Origin's being played. I'm doing my best. You're more than welcome. All right. So people are linking up stores. Feel free. I don't know if you can click on a link afterwards, but that's okay. That's okay. Wednesday night. Hey, Queensland's the best. See? Champions sports brand. I don't know. Go Maroons! Go Maroons! Awesome. Paragirl, the Aussie saver. Awesome. Come on, guys. Self-promote. Do it. This stuff gets saved, so we may as well help each other. I'd have to, when I move up there, I'm going to have to pick a local team as well. That's not much pressure. Go sports team. I mean, I'm in Geelong and I don't exactly follow the Cats. I do because my dad barracks for them, but go man wearing the blue and white shirt and, oh, look at that. That guy just ran and picked up the ball that the other guy was trying to get. Oh, it slipped and fell on his foot. Oh, wait a second. That's a kick. Is he meant to be catching that? That's a mark. I got no idea. In all seriousness, though, growing up in Victoria, I do know the rules of the game. I would not know. I know, I think, 2 players' names in the Geelong team. Calm the Cats. Come on. Come on, the Cats. Interesting fun fact. So I went to the very first game as a child between the Cats and the Brisbane Bears at whatever the name of that stadium's called. I want to say Carrara Park. Is that, Ali, is that right? No idea. She's not into sports either, but she is a Queenslander. Swags, I know. It is Carrara. There you go. God, let's see here. Overqualified. I'm laughing at that one. You seem overqualified to be an AFL umpire. Imagine that. I'd be running him. Hey, you. Hey, you with the white shirt with the 5 on it. What are you doing? Why are you doing that to him? What's going on? Come here. Come on. Come over here. You seem upset. Can one of those running people bring us a cup of tea? We need a cup of tea out here in the middle of the oval, in the middle of the paddock. Joe, you are more than welcome. Thank you so very much. Coffee. Redlands Touch tournament with okay. Is that a sporting thing? Oh, wait, yes, it is. It's a no contact version, isn't it? That sounds good. Go Catters! Go AFL, VFL, Wirra, South Melbourne, Sydney Swans. Go Fitzroy Lion, Berenstain Bears in Queensland. Go! Okay. Gold Coast Titans, just because I've got the jersey up in your listings. I like that. So, no. I don't get me wrong, when I'm there, because I have gone, when I'm there, I enjoy the atmosphere. I don't watch it on tally or anything though. But yeah, I'm the guy who basically doesn't have a clue who's catching or doing anything. They're all part of a machine doing their job, getting well paid for it. And I think I prefer that team, in fact, Michelle. And I think that's how we'll end up. So, guys, I think we'll go Go Care Bear Flippers. Go Flip Fam. And then Putty entered. You went off the main topic, but we'll still go. Go Man United. Go. And I'm going to go. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for being here.